Alright, so
You need to see this.
this can't be true. It's
No,
AI.
this is true. Real news.
This really can't be true. How is this possible? 2026 is supposed to be a bad year for phones. RAM prices, AI slop, everything is making smartphones super duper expensive. I mean, we just got used to this and then this comes. This phone broke all the rules of 2026 in a good way. This phone has powerful specs, insane killer pricing, and there's one thing that you've never seen before. I really don't want to keep you in suspense because the phone I'm talking about is the Motorola Signature, and I'll tell you everything about this phone right after this cool intro. Okay, so this right here is the Motorola Signature in all its glory, and let me just quickly tell you the key specs and pricing. The phone comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 processor and there's no shortage of RAM and storage, at least here. The camera setup is insanely impressive with all 450 megapixel sensors. The display is just big and beautiful, and there's 5200 mAh battery with wireless charging support, and that too in such a slim form factor. Now, this very same phone is priced 999 euros in the global market, and that directly converts to 1,05,000 rupees. But in India, this phone is launched at a killer price of just 59,999, and there's even bank discount on top of it. And not just that, there's also this first of its kind signature club experience, and where you get 24/7 privilege access. Now, for those who don't know, this is basically a butler curated service where a real person is available to take any request that you have in real time. Let's say you want to plan a nice surprise dinner with your girlfriend, just put in your request here and the best diner will be reserved for you. And just like that, there are many other services like airport transfers, golf lessons, and a lot more. Actually, we do get services like these with credit cards, but there's always an annual fee of around 20,000 rupees. But on this phone, it's completely free for the first year, and the first service that you take through them will also be free up to 6,000 rupees, which is nice. Honestly, for someone like me who uses these services a lot, this is a very interesting move from Motorola. Kudos to their team who came up with this brilliant idea. Now that you know the key highlights of this phone and also the pricing, let me take you through the usual stuff so that you don't miss out on anything. First things first, the box. It's actually quite old-fashioned because the charger is still here. And of course, you get the Moto fragrance too, but this one is actually quite different from other Moto phones. It's very premium. If I talk about the design, the first look gives you a feeling that it's pretty much like other Motorola phones, but when you take a look at it closely, there are a lot of differences. First of all, the back texture is completely different. It's not vegan leather, but has this nice linen and twill fabric inspired texture that feels soft to touch. You get two color options here, and the one that we have with us is actually my favorite. It's called the Martini Olive. Even the name sounds expensive. The first time I held it in my hands, I found it to be a little wider than other Motorola phones, but the in-hand feel is still very good. The phone is very lightweight, it's quite sleek, and still packs a big enough 5200 mAh battery, which is nice. Besides the metal, there's solid IP rating, and the display is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus too. So yeah, it's quite tough. Now that we're talking about the display, let me tell you that this is a very vibrant panel. I mean, the first time I turned it on, I was like, wow, the colors really pop. And now that it's wider, it feels even more immersive. It's actually a 1.5K quad curve screen with 165Hz refresh rate, and the peak brightness is 6200 nits. It's a proper LTPO panel, and there's ultrasonic fingerprint scanner too. So yeah, everything is flagship here. The stereo speakers are tuned by Bose, so they are not only rich in audio quality, they are in fact super loud too, which I honestly didn't expect. The only thing that I found missing is the Netflix HDR support. I mean, for a premium phone like this, it's a must. I really hope Motorola and Netflix works it out. Next up, performance, and here also this phone doesn't stop surprising us. I say this because this phone scores 3 million in Antutu, which is even more than OnePlus 15R, which is supposed to be a gaming phone. Plus, it also runs much cooler. And same is the case with Geekbench CPU, Geekbench GPU, and even 3D Mark. If I talk about day-to-day usage, this phone handles everything perfectly fine. There were no lags or slowdowns, even when I was really pushing it hard while taking photos, keeping apps in the background, and also listening to the music. There's only one time where this phone actually lost its cool. I was taking zoomed in shots back to back, and there it started to lag a little, but rest of the times it was handling everything fine. And yeah, if you're wondering about the camera app, it's also pretty fast here. So that's all about day-to-day usage, but I know you guys, you want to know about gaming too. But just look at this. Do you think it's made for gaming? No, it's not. But still, I played some games only for you guys. These are the FPS numbers that I was getting for all the popular games, and as you can see, it's all good here. Wuthering Waves is the only game that was a bit choppy, but other than that, it's pretty decent. I just wish it had 165Hz native support in COD Mobile, just like the OnePlus, but for now, it's stuck at 120 FPS only. So that was all about the performance. Let's talk about the battery now. The 5200 mAh battery can easily last you 5 to 6 hours even with heavy usage. So yeah, you're sorted for the day. And for charging, you get 90-watt charger in the box that charges the phone fully in less than 1 hour. There's also 50-watt wireless charging support, which is nice, and you even get 10-watt reverse wireless charging and 5-watt reverse wired charging. Once again, everything top-notch. Software is what I want to talk next, but cameras are the big highlight of this phone, so let's talk about them first. Specs-wise, it's just packed. All 4 cameras are 50 megapixel sensors, and 3 out of 4 are Sony sensors. The main camera is the brand new Sony Litia 828, there's Sony Litia 600 for periscope, Sony Litia 500 for selfie, and a Samsung sensor for ultrawide. All 4 cameras can record 4K 60fps Dolby Vision videos, and you can also switch between the rear cameras while recording, and the main can go up to 4K 120 or even 8K 30. These are some of the photos that I took from this phone, and as you can see, all of them have turned out beautiful. The main camera takes some super sharp shots, be it daylight, indoors, or even nighttime. The portraits are also very crisp and the colors just pop, but the optimization could have been better. And if I talk about the ultra-wide camera, it also plays its part well. The only thing that I found a bit weird is that there's a lot of color difference between all 3 cameras, and I just hope they fix it with an update. For selfies, I found the colors to be natural, there's no smoothing at all, and the details are also perfect. By the way, there's this video that I took very early in the morning, and look how stable it is. The colors are also well captured even though it was very foggy. I'll be leaving the camera samples drive link too, but tell me if you want me to compare this phone with any other phone, because it's not just any other ordinary phone. This is actually among the top list of DxOMark 2026, which is a huge thing. Software wise, the phone runs on Hello UI based on Android 16, and there's a promise of 7 years of OS updates, which is again the best you can get on any Android phone out there. Software is obviously packed with all the cool AI features like remember this, catch me up, pay attention, and more. And you can just trigger it easily using the Moto AI key right here. And if you want Gemini, you can just trigger it from the power button. If you're wondering about the ads, there's nothing as such, and the Taboola feed is also disabled by default. There are some pre-installed apps, but you can easily uninstall them if you really want to. So yeah, it's pretty cleanish. Apart from that, you get the latest Wi-Fi and Bluetooth standards, 24 5G bands, NFC, and even fast Type-C port. The only thing missing is the eSIM support. And when we asked Motorola why they removed eSIM from the Indian variant, and they said that eSIM adoption has still not picked up in India, and that's why they removed it. So that's pretty much everything about the Motorola Signature. Overall, I found the phone to be a fully packed smartphone at a very aggressive price. Even for higher end variants, you also get a brand new experience that no other smartphone offers, plus the camera setup is also very impressive. I really hope that they keep building on this and they keep breaking the rules in 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. You get the idea. So that's all for this video. If you guys have any questions about this phone, feel free to ask us in the comments and we'll answer them. And if you want us to compare this with any other phone, do tell us that as well, and we might actually do it. Thank you for watching, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.